please, I have asked them, I'm begging them, to please put our children first. That has been, that has been my goal ever since I've been here. As a classroom teacher, as a school administrator, as president of the CES, and as a board member. The children were always first. And then the employees of this district. I'm a person that believes in that you treat people like you want to be treated. And that has been my guidelines ever since I've been here. Now, Tamar talked about some of the things I've done. Yeah, my son became known as the pregnancy baby. Because at the time that I had him back in 1974, teachers could not use as sick leave for maternity leave or pregnancy-related sick leave. I did not stay out the whole 30 days after my son was born because I couldn't afford not to be paid. So I came back to school with my cesarean stitches and all the other stuff that goes along with it, up and down the staircase at Pine Point. But we pushed on. Some of you, and I doubt it's any of you, the president of CEA at that time was John Barrett. Some of you probably don't know who that is. But I filed a grievance, and about 2 years after filing that grievance was won. All over the state of New Jersey. Then after that happened, it became all over the country. The teachers were able to use their sick time for pregnancy-related illnesses, including delivery. Then a few years after that, my board member friend here now, remember, we had a strike. It was illegal for school teachers to strike. Well, we struck. And I spent 17 days in jail fighting for the employment rights of the teachers and support staff of Camden Board. It's all right. Okay. Now, something else that Tamar and probably nobody else in this Dolly right now. CEA was one of the largest locals in the state of New Jersey, one of the most powerful locals. So, I think it was in late 60s or 70s, we were at a NEA conference. The NEA conference usually is compiled of about 6,000 to 7,000 people. At this particular conference, NEA was planning to boycott Campbell Soup. And I said, oh no, that can't happen. So there was a young lady from Ohio who had a factory, like, you know how we used to have a factory with the, where they made the soup and the trucks and everybody came with the tomatoes? Well, they had one in Ohio and they had one here in Camden. And both of those plants hired the majority of the people in the city. So I went before the conference with permission from the president of the NEA and begged the NEA to hold off on this, until we could get back to our respective cities, Camden and the city in Ohio. I don't remember what the name of it was. To see if we could hold off this boycott, because it was about migrant workers. Campbell Fruit was doing some things to migrant workers that we didn't like. So NEA had decided that they were going to boycott Campbell Fruit. At that time, NEA had about 1.2 million people. So a boycott would have hurt them quite a bit. But it would have hurt the people who worked for them even more. I believe Mary Patel was the president of the NEA at that time, and they gave me permission to come back to Camden and talk to the president or the vice president of Campbell Fruit and see could they not work out something with these migrant workers. Campbell Fruit got in contact with NEA, and guess what? The boycott didn't happen. So we saved some people's jobs back there. Then, after all of that had happened, a young lady came into the office one afternoon after work and was complaining about all the money that she had to spend out of her pocket to do what she had to do in her classroom. This was right after Governor Cahill had established thorough and efficient education for all schools. And Camden was never fully funded. So I asked her what did she want to do. She said she wanted to do something about it. I said, okay, let's write a grievance. So we wrote a grievance, and by the way, the lady's name was Lucy Abbott, who the law has the name. The Educational Law Center took it up, and the result was Abbott versus Burke. And I'm telling you all this stuff because I have not spent my time trying to build up